On a cold December evening in 1955, a quiet woman named Rosa Parks walked onto a bus in Montgomery, Alabama. She was tired from a long day of work, but what weighed on her more than physical exhaustion was the heavy burden of living in a world that saw her as less than human. Every day she watched her people pushed aside, silenced and humiliated. She carried these wounds in her heart, but her spirit never accepted them. Rosa sat in the middle section of the bus, a place meant for black passengers unless a white person wanted the seat. The bus moved through the town, the engine humming steadily as people got on and off. At one stop, several white passengers entered, and the driver noticed that all the seats in their section were filled. He turned to the black passengers, including Rosa, and ordered them to stand. The bus fell silent for a moment. 3 people stood up quietly, afraid of what refusing might bring. But Rosa remained seated. She did not raise her voice, she did not argue, she simply said the words that would echo through history: no. That one word was heavier than the bus itself. It carried centuries of pain and generations of hope. Rosa Parks was not just refusing to give up a seat, she was refusing to give up her dignity. The driver grew angry, calling the police. As the officers approached, she felt fear tightening around her, but underneath that fear was a calm strength. When they asked why she would not stand, she replied, "I do not think I should have to." That one word was heavier than the bus itself. It carried centuries of pain and generations of hope. Rosa Parks was not just refusing to give up a seat, she was refusing to give up her dignity. The driver grew angry, calling the police. As the officers approached, she felt fear tightening around her, but underneath that fear was a calm strength. When they asked why she would not stand, she replied, "I do not think I should have to." She was arrested and taken away, but she did not complain. She walked with quiet courage, knowing that her small act of defiance would awaken something much larger. When news of her arrest spread across the black community, the people were outraged. Leaders gathered, including a young pastor named Martin Luther King Jr. They decided that enough was enough. The next morning, thousands of black citizens refused to ride the buses of Montgomery. They walked for miles to work. They carpooled, shared rides, and supported one another through cold mornings and scorching afternoons. For days, then weeks, and eventually more than a year, the boycott continued. The buses moved almost empty through the streets of the city, each one a symbol of the fight that had begun. And all of it started with a woman who simply stayed seated. Rosa Parks became a national figure of strength, though she never sought fame. She received threats, she lost her job, and her family faced hardships. But she never regretted her decision. She believed that dignity was worth any price. Her courage helped ignite the civil rights movement, one of the most powerful fights for equality in American history. Years later, when she looked back at that moment, she said, "People always say I didn't give up my seat because I was tired. But that is not true. I was not tired physically. The only tired I was tired of giving in." Rosa Parks passed away in 2005, but her act of bravery still sits powerfully in the heart of America. She taught the world that sometimes the most powerful protest is not loud or violent. Sometimes it is as simple as staying seated when everyone expects you to stand. She showed that one quiet voice can shake a nation, and one brave woman can help change the world.